The Railway Museum of San Angelo has stood at the intersection of South Chadbourn and Hardeman Pass for more than a century, and you can't tell the history of San Angelo without it. It stands as a monument to San Angelo's railroading past.
In 1975, when the trains, the people, the passengers stopped coming here, there was talk of tearing it down. And by 1985, that was a movement. They wanted to tear the building down, this 100-year-old building down, and build something else, anything else. And volunteers brought their own nails, their own hammers, and they saved this building.
Building this depot in San Angelo was part of the vision of railroading pioneer Arthur Stilwell, the founder of the Kansas City, Mexico, and Orient Railway line. The rail line was vital for many years as it connected Mexico and Kansas through Texas. The KC-M&O was purchased in 1928 by the Atchison, Topeka, and the Santa Fe Railway Company.
If a town didn't have a train, many of those towns just dried up and blew away. A train made the difference between being in the current happenings and being completely out of it. When Arthur Stilwell started to bring this train here and it being finished in 1910, it made an incredible difference because it united the North with the South. It put San Angelo on the map, literally.
The Railway Museum of San Angelo was established in 1996 and formed as a 501c3 nonprofit in 2007. In addition to filling the old depot with railroad equipment and memorabilia of a bygone era in railroading, the board members and volunteers say keeping the building as original as possible is a key goal, as you can tell the story of San Angelo's railroading history without it.
The woodwork, the stairs, the building itself, this beautiful two-story brick building. When it was built and finished in 1910, people in San Angelo thought this was going to be the next New York City. It was so beautiful. Even the windows. I mean, a lot of the windows are original. When windows break, we have to replace them, and that's true of air conditioning and all sorts of things. But the building itself has the integrity of over 100 years of existence.
One piece of San Angelo's railroading history that stands out is this massive scale. Of course, it was used for weighing consumer goods before they were loaded onto a train, beginning the journey out of San Angelo. But during the 1940s, the scale was part of a more patriotic and solemn process.
During World War II, when soldiers died overseas, they would have their caskets sent here, and many of them were weighed on this scale before they went on to their next destination.
On the second floor of the Railway Museum are several model train displays, one of which shows what San Angelo looked like during the heyday of 20th century railroading. While much of the railroad infrastructure that crisscrossed the city no longer exists, the model gives a little bit of insight into how the city once looked.
To give you a perspective, we're in this building right here. This is the freight house. Now, if you were to go down Farr Street, which is one over from Randolph, and go all the way down to Avenue L, that is the location of this roundhouse. There's nothing left there but some concrete. And there's a sign that says private property. But that's where that roundhouse was.
And the museum's 4 model railroads are about to receive some much-needed TLC thanks to the residents of San Angelo. During the annual San Angelo Gives fundraiser back in May, nearly $6,000 was raised for the museum.
They're tiny, tiny little delicate instrumentation, and some of them go off the track or stop running, and we also have plexiglass sides to them. We're going to be able to do the renovation and the revitalization that we really need to do so that every child who comes to the museum gets to see our little trains run.
The model railroads, the engines and cars outside, and the history that's inside help make the Railway Museum of San Angelo uniquely West Texas. The Railway Museum of San Angelo is open on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.